In the previous episode, I replaced my OEM headlights with Spyder headlights, but I wasn't happy with the H1 high beams because they were halogens. So in this episode, I'm gonna go ahead and find a way to replace those H1 halogen high beams with LEDs. I'm gonna try these lights and see if they work. Try to use these instead. So as I mentioned, I tried out these different type of halogen lights, but they all pretty much have the same type of yellow color as far as, you know, the light. So I don't really know if I like these either way. So these are the LED lights and these are the halogen lights. So LED, boom. Halogen. So boom, that's the difference. If I use the LED high beam, it shows me the warning light, so it's not error free. Right here, see, check right high beam headlight. So if I turn it on, that's going to be the case. So cannot use these headlights. So these LED lights are not error free, and I'm gonna try something else. Oh, the high beams are better with the LEDs right here. Boom. Right? But it'll still have the error message. Boom. So it does look better, whiter than the halogens, but still have the error message right here. So if you go car, 2 messages, high beam headlight. See, so it doesn't read the LEDs. Yeah, cannot use these. So these 2 LEDs I can't use because they're not error free. These are the original, and I'm gonna have to use either this one or a different kind of LED lights. I said I tried using these types of LEDs, but they're not very bright, and they also give you an error message, you know, inside the car. So I don't like that, giving you an error message. So now I'm gonna try out these LEDs that I just got. It has like a resistor on it, which is supposed to get rid of that error message if I have them installed. So we're gonna try these out and see if these work better. So as you can see, the bulbs do work right here. This is the LED for the high beam. We go inside. There is no error message for these LEDs, so this LED should work. It's like a halogen is like this big, right? So the bracket just holds this part right here, whereas the LEDs is like this because it has a fan in the back. So this thing won't fit. It would not tighten. It's too bad because this one is, I've already tested it, and it's error free because of this piece right here. It's resistor or canvas. I'm gonna go try out another pair of LED lights. This one right here, they just did not fit. For some reason, it just would not fit. Whatever this brand is, a generic brand. So I'm gonna try this one, this Forester, which is a little bit more expensive. It's about twice as much, and see if this one fits. I already tried one of them. I think the design is a little bit different from this one, if you could see. Just in comparison, I don't know if you could tell, but it's a little bit leaner. So we're gonna see if this one will fit here, so that we can replace those halogens in there. You know, we'll see if this one fits. First things first is removing the halogens. These halogen lights right here. removing them and trying to see if this this LED right here would fit. I already removed this piece. Well, actually what I need to do is put this in here and then tighten it up with the this bracket. Now that I fit the bracket in there and I still gotta play with it, I'm gonna try to see if he's this in here like, and if I can, I also have to find a way to make sure this fits in here, because this piece is it's like a capacitor, so that there won't be no error, you know, on my dashboard, right? Error free, as they say. So I'm gonna have to make this fit inside before I can even close this thing. As you can see, I was able to squeeze in the capacitor inside, right? I just want to make sure it does not move, especially when the car is moving, right? I don't want this thing to move around, because that could be an issue. And then I already plugged the positive and negative wires in here, so I'm just gonna make sure that this is tight before I actually close this up and then install the LED and see if it works. So for this H1 LED, the brackets don't really fit because it's for halogens and not for this LED. And so for me to keep it here without moving, especially when the car vibrates, I have to put some kind of stopper in between. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this right here, and I'm going to stick this right here. It's going to go here in the middle, so that when I close this, it's going to hold this in place like that. Boom. So that way this LED will not move. You know, I'm just worried that if there's going to be more vibrations on the car, especially with a lowered car, and you know, if things shake, that this thing is going to come loose, and I don't want to have to take off the whole headlight housing just to fix the bulb. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use this stopper for here. We're using this 1/4x1 stopper, and we're going to put it on top and glue it just like this one right here. We're going to glue it with the E6000. So that's what we're going to do right now. And hopefully this thing holds. Just find the middle part and then stick it like that, and then let it dry up, and then you can use it to plug the LED. Make sure you keep it in place. That's what you do. Okay, now that this is pretty much dry, go ahead and put it back in here. I'm able to get the wires out of the way, right? And then just close it up pretty much. You know, make sure everything is nice and snug. But how do I know if this stopper works? Because I'm pressing right now. This rubber would go in if this stopper is not hitting the LED. So now it's pretty solid like that. So that's pretty much a done deal right there. So now the LED light is not going to move. So that's what the stopper does. Now I can reinstall these lights again. So this is what the LED looks like at night, just the parking lights. This is the daylights. It's hard to see. Obviously it's very bright. You know, maybe from up close we can kind of take a look. See, there it is. The LED, just the LED lights, not even the high beams. See right there, the LED lights from up close. I have the LED and the low beams, and it's hard to see, but if you go up close, you see the low beams on the left side is on. Right there, see? The far side, that's the low beams, and it's on right now. Now I even got the high beams on right now. It's hard to see again because it's so bright, but if I go up close, both the right and the left lights are on. See, the one brighter inside the LED is the high beam, the one inside right there. Same thing here. You see, low beam and high beam are on. High beam is right here, this one, and then low beam is right here on the outside. So this is what the headlights look like, the low beams. But it's funny, when I do the high beams, right there, it looks like there's some kind of, it looks like it's some kind of eye or something. Strange, you know, with the low beams. Well, see, I mean low beams, high beams. So these are the LEDs. They're not quite in the middle, right? The middle's kind of empty, but the corners are bright. But it's really bright from up front. But right here, as you can see, it's just has that sort of strange shape for the high beams. Oh, right there. High beam lights. Which is high beam lights. So here's what the low beam H7s look like at night when I'm driving. And as you can see, it's bright enough, so I don't even have to worry about turning on the high beams unless I want to blind someone, or, you know, I'm at an empty highway and I need more light. But as far as city driving, the low beam H7s are more than adequate. That's really all I need as far as night driving is concerned. So till next time, drive safe and keep on rolling.